how to heal the family roles in relationships, how to dive deep into the mother wound, the father wound, so you can have more fulfilling, enriching connections with friendships, business partners, collaborators in your life. First, understand that before we heal this, if we haven't seen through the illusion of the projections of the mother wound and father wound, we're never actually relating to another person in their true essence. We're relating to the story we have of them. We're relating to the character, the image that we have created of this person, filtered by the biases and the conditioning and the limiting beliefs and the pain that we have experienced in previous relationships with mom, dad, ex-lovers, ex-partner, ex-friends. So if we truly want to relate to somebody's essence, we gotta try to see first, what am I assuming about myself in relation to this person? What am I projecting this person to be in my life? What role am I assigning this person for my own benefit? And when we let go of selfish motives, when we let go of selfish intents, what am I going to get out of this person? What am I going to receive out of this interaction? All these thoughts are selfish by nature. So we start projecting an image of the other person that best suit us, best suit what we want to co-create, fulfill in our lives, and then we don't give space for the true essence of this person to shine and then create an actual collaboration, an actual alignment in which you can meet in the middle and both support each other in the journey without having to project an image of the other person that is not who they are. And let's go back to triggers. When you get triggered, is it really the other person that is triggering you, or is them bringing up an image that you have of a previous relationship that hurt you in the past? And you're projecting those wounds, you're projecting that error in perception to this new person. May it be your lover, your friend, your partner. Maybe you go back to being 7 years old or 10 years old when mom said, you'll never be good enough, or you're not worthy, or nobody will ever love you. And then you go and date and see people in connection, and then they're being neutral. And you just filter their neutrality with, they don't love me. And then you can react or respond in a way, I'm not being loved. You're not being a friend. You're not being a lover. Are they not? Or are you projecting and filtering their behavior out of a bias of somebody that mommy and daddy said when you were 7 or 8 years old or 12 or whatnot? So that's the importance and the beauty and also the benefit of clearing up the painful memories, of going back into what are the beliefs that I'm holding about myself in relation to my mom and my dad, in which I filter all of my other relationships. Because when I know that I'm good enough, that I'm worthy just by existing, that I'm loved, and that what everybody says or does, it's completely neutral. If I say I love you so much, it's not different from being like, I'm happy to see you, or like, oh, cool that you're here. Even if I express less emotion in my words, you are completely loved 100% by God's love in both of my premises. And even if I say I hate you, I don't want you, I don't want to see you, in that moment you're completely loved by the Godhead as well. So it doesn't matter what me, you, your friend, your lover, your ex-wife says, you were always loved by the Godhead. The words that they say were completely neutral. You give meaning to those words. You give definition to those words by the previous biases. So every person in your field is giving you the opportunity to look at what are the wounds, what are the conditionings, what are the biases that you're associating to anything that somebody says. And sometimes it can be painful. We can just forget and just lose memory. And in the moment we say, I don't trust you, I don't believe you, and you're talking to your mom. It's not about this woman. It's not about the girl you're dating. You're thinking about what your mom did or didn't do to you when you were 18, when she abandoned you perhaps. And then you're thinking that because the woman you're dating is gonna go to the supermarket, oh, she's abandoning me. So we gotta, silly example, we gotta really dive deep into, is it really the person I'm dating? Is it really my friend that is causing me this pain? Or are they being of service, pointing out a wound that I have from a previous relationship? Isn't it selfish to project that wound onto them? What is responsible? What can I do now from my power, from being an adult, to look at that wound and consciously and responsibly heal it, feel it, dive into the pain, own it, let it go out of the solar plexus or the sacral or the root for safety into the heart and purify it into oneness. So when we have relationships, when we communicate with others, we communicate from their essence, from our essence. We're not projecting, we're not blaming, we're not trying to put them on a box to fit our little plans and agendas, which is completely selfish. We're seeing them in their true essence. And from there, we truly listen to where they're at. We truly share where we're at. And from that level of equality, integrity, love, and actual support and selflessness, that's actually wanting to support somebody in their process, that's actually opening up the heart to see how can we both serve each other's evolution. And then we see if there's a match for a friendship. Then we see if there's a match for a connection. From that level of selflessness, for that level of accepting the other person as its own individual, complete being. Yes, we're all one, aspects of the God consciousness. And in this plane, we're all equal co-creators and players. So the best gift we can give to another is to see them in their true essence, without projections, without the blame, without the resistances. Everything that I say and you say is completely neutral. So what are the biases? What are the assumptions that you're placing in all your relationships? And if you have a consistent catalyst, a consistent theme, perhaps you can find a romantic relationship. Perhaps your friendships are just codependent. Perhaps everything is volatile and dramatic. And if you have this consistent theme in your life, it's an opportunity to question yourself and ask, what am I repeating? What pattern am I keeping in speed dial? It's like, next time, same pattern, same pattern. When am I gonna wake up? When are you gonna see, oh, this is a pattern. I may look at this. Let me stop. What am I assuming about this person? Am I being selfish? Am I being dishonest? Am I being afraid? Do I wanna place them in a box for my little plans and agendas? Am I assuming that I'm gonna receive the same level of pain and suffering that my mom or dad caused me? Therefore, I'm putting that relationship instantly in that pain. Am I getting high out of the pain? Is there a pattern in my nervous system that tells me it feels good and safe to feel pain and abandonment and neglect? Those are questions that, asking ourselves, then we can actually find the root of why we are persistent with these situations. Because we're all power. We're choosing our relationships. We're choosing our life. We're infinite abundance. We can co-create our lives as you please, as we please. So if you have that power in you, why are you keep choosing relationships that are not fulfilling or painful or volatile? What's your part in that process? Again, it's not about the other. It all stems from you, comes from you. You are the source of what you're co-creating in your life. So what are the patterns? What are the beliefs? What are the payoffs? What are you projecting onto that person? Is there something that you need to forgive in relation to your mom? Is there something you need to forgive in relation to your dad? And don't try to figure it out right now. Just let the question sink in, and I'll invite you to journal what comes up.